Hi, thanks for visiting my YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to take a look at the Institutional Fundraising Databases for 2026, and I'm moving all my database services over to my personal website to make it a lot easier for people to take a look at them, to choose them, see videos related to them, and more. This video highlights the ultimate institutional fundraising databases for 2026, and they're for institutional and corporate grade clients only. So to be clear, this is not a budget shortcut or a magic bullet database that removes the real work of fundraising. It's an institutional grade tool meant to support disciplined strategic execution, and they are professional lists for professional fundraisers. Now, you can't scrape the internet for these type of databases. They come from two institutional grade sources, and they are custom designed and made for specific fundraising activities. So be very careful when you go out looking for databases, not to be fooled by anybody who will tell you they can scrape the same information from the web. It's impossible. In fact, a lot of the contacts you're going to see in this upcoming video do not even have their names and contact details on their websites. So that tells you that it's a very valuable resource for fundraising in 2026 and beyond. So we're going to go through the core selection of the databases here. Now keep in mind it's quite large. It includes 24,500 funds, 400,000 key fund managers and investment fundraising contacts, and the second database has 28,000 investment and fundraising firms and 117,000 key global contacts. So it truly is a large resource for many sectors, whether you're fundraising for just one opportunity or whether you're an institutional group that needs it for a large amount of fundraising activities. So let's just take a quick look here at some of the key sectors. So you can see I'm going to start up on the left hand corner here. You've got AI investors. We're going to go to the website as well a little bit later and the spreadsheet for all these databases, but this is just going to highlight the key ones. So you've got early stage venture capital funds. You've got Global Family Investment Office database. It's the most advanced that you're ever going to find. I've actually been working on this for around 5 years. Growth Capital database, all the investment companies, and again, you saw them down here. You've got 28,000 investment companies. Middle East Family Investment Offices, again, that's been built off the back of the Global Family Investment Office database. We've got Middle East funds, and again, those funds come from the database that has 24,500 of them. Now, I took this fund database, which is quite large, and I only used 2022 to 2025 because the ones that were launched in 2022 are probably now deploying capital, and the ones that continue on are going to deploy capital probably well into 2029. So it's a great resource with a long shelf life. Mining and Minerals database, recently used out for a client that is looking to raise $35 million. And private credit, private equity, real estate, institutional, you're going to see me highlight that database a little further on when I get to the website. And it's one that I say is probably worth about $10,000 if you add on additional services. But it is probably the most advanced real estate database that you're ever going to find because I've used it for a live campaign. Saudi Family Investment Office, again, that's off the back of the Global Family Investment Office. UAE Family Investment Offices, same there. USA Seed Capital and Venture Capital databases. So those are the core databases, and those are ones that you can buy mostly right from my website, except for the institutional real estate one. You can buy a real estate database. It's pretty comprehensive, but that one is more of a customized one. You can look to the website for more information. Then on the right-hand side, I've got country-specific ones. If you want to look at specific countries, you've got Canada, China, you've got Europe as a region, of course, Hong Kong, India, Singapore, you've got the UK database and the USA database. So that covers the core database selection for the key ones that you're going to be looking at in 2026. Now let's take a look at the database. But first, a key database disclosure. I like to add this to all my videos when it relates to databases. Now, my extensive database library provides hundreds of thousands of global contacts, typically including profiles, emails, and websites, though not all details are complete. primarily compiled and updated from 2021 to 2025, with most updates in the last 2 years. Now, this corporate resource may include contacts whose roles have since changed, but it's designed as an excellent starting point for outreach. It's best leveraged and continually refined by organizations with dedicated data teams. Now, most of the people who come to me and purchase my databases are either corporate or institutional. Now, remember, these are not databases that you're going to use to spam. These are research, very focused, and they're ones that are being used by investment groups all over the world that are looking to raise capital or that want contacts that are in that field. Now, this database comprises a blend of individuals and companies, each with distinct investment criteria and operating conditions, so there's no guarantee your approach will be favorably received. Now, again, this database is available to corporate or institutional grade groups only, no personal sales. Okay, now we're over on the first of the spreadsheets that I'm going to show you. And this one here is the investment companies and other fundraising sources that you're going to find. You can see there's 28,700 of them. If I scroll back up to the top, you're going to get their firm name, you're going to get their background, so you're going to be able to do more filtering in that regard. Again, it's a global list, so you can get the city, the country. You're going to get what type of firm they are. There could be an asset manager, sovereign wealth fund, there could be investment banks, they could be pension funds, family investment offices, and so on. So there's pretty much everybody in there. A lot of times you're going to get the fund counts as well. And again, the country, region, and as I scroll a little bit over to the right hand side, you're going to get their website, you're going to get their company email, and then as you scroll over a little bit further, you're going to get more information about what particular sectors they're interested in. So again, that's the first part, and that's the firm list. Okay, now we're over on the key contacts. So again, there's just a little over 117,000. And if we scroll back up to the top, you're going to see the investor name. You're going to see the firm type. You're going to see the title, name, role. So that could be somebody that's with the investment team. It could be with the board. It could be management. It could be portfolio. And you're also going to get their job title. You're also going to get the information on the asset class that they particularly handle, which can help you with more refining. And in this database, there's around 70,000 emails. So what happens if you want to contact somebody you don't have an email? Simple. Just type their name into LinkedIn, and I get about a 98% hit rate on that. So you're going to be able to really drill down and either find a way to contact them through email. In most cases, you're always going to have multiple people at each firm that is going to help you out in that regard. And then again, you've got more information on the city and the country that they're located in. Okay, now we're over on the second spreadsheet. So this is the second source list. Again, on the bottom left-hand corner, you see we're just a little over 24,800 contacts or firms, funds, and then you're going to take a look at the top. You can see you've got the name of the fund, you've got the background, so you can get more information there. You're going to get the year, inception year. You're going to get the asset class. So it could be private equity, it could be real estate, it could be venture capital. And then you're going to get their strategy as well, whether that relates to the asset class. For example, if it was real estate, it could be real estate value added, real estate core, and you also going to get information on the region. You're going to get the fund manager name, of course, and then when we go over to the contact sheet, you're going to see how that applies. If I go over to the right hand side, you're going to get more information about the core industries, the verticals, and more information about what exactly they look for primarily. And as you go further to the right hand side, you're going to pick up more information on that as well. So that is a great supplement to the first list that you saw a little bit earlier. And now we're over on the contacts for the fund. So these would be mainly the fund managers. Again, you saw in the previous spreadsheet you had about 117,000 contacts. This one here you've got a little over 412,000. So again, very comprehensive database. You're going to get the firm type, you're going to get their name and their title, you're going to get the asset class that they're responsible for. In this database, you've got around 277,000 emails. Again, really easy to just take their name, punch it into LinkedIn if you don't have their email, and you're going to get about a 98% hit on that. Either way, you're always going to find a number of people within each firm that handle whatever particular asset class you might be looking at, whether it be real estate, private equity, and so on. So altogether, these 2 spreadsheets with these 2 accompanying sheets within them provide you a great resource when you're looking to source capital in 2026 and beyond. Okay, now let's take a look at where you can acquire these databases. This is my website. It is called DubaiInvestorsList.com, and I'm just going to go quickly through it here. You can see on the top I have all the major lists: Middle East, Global Family Office, Private Equity, Institutional Real Estate. I have AI Investor Database, Minings and Minerals, Growth Capital, Early Stage Venture Capital. So let's just click into one of them here, Middle East Family Office Database. So you're going to be able to get a write-up of what the database includes. You're also going to get on each of these, you're going to get a YouTube video that can show it in more detail. So the beauty of this is it just limits the amount of questions that you need to ask, because I really take a lot of time to prepare these for you. And I also scroll down a little bit further, you can see a little bit more information about them. And as we move forward, you can see a lot of research that I've actually done on the particular database. For example, the Middle East Family Office, some of the trends, where they're investing, what sector exposure, so on and so on. So you can see each of these is going to have a lot of information for you. And another thing that you're going to be able to do is you're going to be able to buy the database rate from the website. Now, all you have to do is click the button. I take PayPal and credit cards. And one of the things is you're going to be able to get that database delivered usually within minutes, maximum up to 4 hours, because it is a manual process. But it is a really good way for you to navigate the site. So let's go back to the home page here. So go to the home page and you can see a little bit more information about the whole concept of the site and why it is the most opportune place for you to pick up updated institutional grade databases. I even have a little blurb here about why my real estate database could be worth $10,000, and it describes basically the concept behind it and some of the extra work that I could do for you if you needed extra services other than just a plain database. So you can see here's a little bit of a description. I made a video of this a few days ago on the real estate database. So basically you can acquire the database as what I call the raw database, and you can look at possibly getting refinement here in the event that you want more advanced services. So this is a great spot for you to end up getting more information about the databases, and you can also use the contact forum if you want to get in touch with me. Okay, before we leave the website, I want to show one last thing. These are 320 plus verified client endorsements. Now, a lot of people post fake pictures and fake people and fake reviews on their websites. Well, my reviews are from real people and real feedback from verified clients who have either purchased databases directly from my website or the other platforms that I'm on. So I'm going to highlight just quickly some of them so you can understand how it is important when you're dealing with clients that you give them fantastic service, and that's what you're going to get by purchasing any of the databases that I have. So you can see here I've got over 329 reviews and I have a 5-star rating. So this is over the course of 3 years. And if you go to the website, you can see here these are real reviews from real people who have appreciated my service over the past few years. There's obviously too many to put on the website, but I did want to highlight it because it's really important when you're looking for databases that you're dealing with credible people. And if you want more information from my website, contact me directly via the contact form. For more information, contact DubaiInvestorsList.com. That's DubaiInvestorsList.com. Please like, share, and subscribe.